In a rich and beautiful country, the king and queen held a grand ball to choose the right princess for their only son, the upright and kind prince. Inside and outside the palace, colorful flags fluttered in the breeze, and crystal chandeliers illuminated the hall as if it were day. The noble girls, dressed in gorgeous silk dresses and resplendent jewels, walked into the palace, their eyes shining with desire for the throne of a princess. The prince stood on the side of the hall, politely chatting with every girl who came, but his heart was a little bored. He knew very well that most of these girls came for his identity and the glory and wealth of the palace, not someone who really matched his soul. Just then, there was a noise outside the palace. A wet, ragged girl was stopped at the door by guards. The girl's hair was messy on her face, but there was a stubbornness in her eyes. She said loudly that she was here to participate in the concubine selection ball. The prince was attracted by the sound and walked forward. He saw that although the girl was embarrassed, her eyes were clear and bright, as if she was hiding a sea of stars. "Let her in," the prince said. When the girl walked into the hall, she was instantly met with ridicule and finger-pointing from everyone. But the girl was not afraid. She straightened her back, slowly walked towards the prince, and gave a not standard but sincere salute. The prince developed a strong interest in the girl and invited her to dance. During the dance, although the girl's steps were raw, her smile was warm and pure, which gradually calmed the prince's heart. After the ball, the queen was full of doubts about the girl of unknown origin. To verify whether she was the real princess, the queen placed a pea on the girl's bed, and next morning, the girl appeared in front of everyone with a tired face. She complained that she hadn't slept well all night. The king and queen were so shocked that they decided that the girl was the real princess and decided to keep her in the palace to get along with the prince. However, the arrival of the girl aroused the jealousy of the prince's cousin, the arrogant noble lady. The noble lady has always loved the prince, and she cannot tolerate a girl of unknown origin taking away her opportunity. So she began to spread rumors in the palace that the girl was a liar and not a princess at all. At first, everyone didn't believe these rumors, but the noble lady became more and more excessive, and she bribed some palace maids to make them speak ill of the girl. Gradually, there began to be some rumors in the palace that were not conducive to the girls. The king and queen also began to waver, and their attitude towards the girl became cold. Although the prince believed in the girl, he also felt a little helpless in the face of all the rumors in the palace. The girl looked at the prince's dilemma and felt very painful. She knew she had to do something to prove herself. One day, news came from the borders of the kingdom that the armies of neighboring countries were massing, and there seemed to be signs of an invasion. The king and queen were worried and called their ministers to discuss countermeasures. After the girl learned the news, she took the initiative to find the king and queen and expressed her willingness to contribute to the country. When the girl arrived at the border, she saw that the soldiers were demoralized and the people were terrified. She didn't flinch at all, but went deep into the barracks to talk to the soldiers and understand their needs and difficulties. She used her wisdom and courage to organize soldiers to strengthen their defenses and train their combat skills. At the same time, she also reassured the people that they should not be afraid, trusting that the state would protect them. With the girl's efforts, the morale of the soldiers gradually rose, and the people regained their confidence. The armies of neighboring countries saw that the kingdom's defenses were so strong that they eventually gave up their plans for invasion. When the girl returned to the palace, she was warmly welcomed by the king, queen, and the people. Those who once doubted her and slandered her were ashamed of their actions. The noble lady also realized her mistake and apologized to the girl, who forgave her generously. After this incident, the prince grew more in admiration for the girl, and the king and queen completely dispelled their doubts about the girl. They held a grand wedding for the prince and the girl. After marriage, the girl was not complacent about becoming a princess. She continued to care about national affairs and helped the prince govern the country. She used her kindness and wisdom to make the kingdom more prosperous, and the people lived a happy life. And the pea that was once used to test the girl was placed in the museum of the palace, becoming a witness to the girl's growth and self-redemption. It always reminds people that the true princess lies not in her birth and appearance, but in her inner strength, kindness, and wisdom. In the long river of time, the story of the girl has become a legend passed down through the ages in the kingdom, inspiring generations of people to face difficulties bravely and pursue their own values.